Hey team, just going over a quick overview on Mythic Lihuvim so that we can have the easiest prog time tonight. I will create links for all of the resources that you need in one of our channels along with this video. So wherever you're clicking on the link for this video, I'll include the other stuff. So this is the raid plan. So on pole, we're going to start the boss right up here. The first set of motes we're going to drop by the stairs and try to crowd up that area. Second part of the fight is the first Synthesize. That's when we're going to need to split into two groups. And so we'll have those groups set up, but we're going to kill both of these Guardians. Group 1's going to go down here, Group 2's going to come up here, and our goal is to get them both down before the Synthesize ends. After we kill those, then we need to have this one trapped. So Hunter, I believe you can go ahead and drop a frost trap like here-ish before we go to our Synthesize, and then it'll just automatically take care of the ad. If not, we need to have him trapped there immediately after Synthesize ends. And then we will drag this ad to the boss and kill it after Synthesize. On the second boss phase, when the ad is about to die, the tank who's actively tanking him needs to drag him out and make him die on the edge because it creates a damage absorb on him for 10 seconds, so we don't want that to be on top of the boss. Our first group of motes that we're going to be dropping is here along the top side of the room. Pretty much during all of the boss phases, we're just going to be crowding up this top part of the room, this unused part. I'll talk about the music group stacks in just a moment, but we'll just talk about the overall positioning of the fight first. So that is the second boss phase, right after the first set of ads. Next set of ads on the Synthesize 2, we're going to be returning to Purple Mark, and we're going to be killing the Guardian here. So our priority kind of shifts. We're killing the Guardians as our first priority during these Synthesize phases. It's a little different than Heroic. Normally we would be killing the acquisitions these dudes, but it's different. So we kill him, and then these two groups of acquisitions, it's kind of like what's his face, second boss on Halls of Atonement. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, but Echelon. The imps, if you attack them before they get close to the middle, they'll start casting and they'll be too far away. So what we want is nobody attacks them so that they have a chance to group in. After we kill this, we'll be standing right here. They'll be coming in and they'll start casting right about here. And that's where we use, slappy hands, death grips, whatever, to group them in. If they're too far away, then we can put ROPs to knock them in, and we group them tight and cleave them down evenly. When they die, they put a mote on a random player, and we're going to be running those up here to drop them. So that's how we deal with that. This dude, same thing as before. We cleave him on top of the boss. When he's about to die, the tank drags him over to die on the side. Okay, so this is the next boss phase. So this is what I was just talking about. We're cleaving down these ads. When this guy's about to die, we drag him off. Anytime we drop the degenerate motes, that's the one that these spawn up here, and then the motes, then stable motes that the boss actually casts, we're going to be doing by the door down here again. And we'll be actively tanking the boss down here. In preparation for the next Synthesize. Whoever was assigned to this trap is going to need to make sure that this guy stays trapped for the entire rest of the fight. Next Synthesize will be down here already. We kill this ad. We need another set of CCs here. There's going to be another trap that needs to go up here, and then a third trap that needs to go down here. So at the end of the Synthesize phase, we're going to have two acquisitions that are trapped here and one that's trapped right here. And then same thing with these guys. We kill them in the middle after. So this is the next boss phase. We're going to be doing our next unstable motes here in this top quadrant of the boss motes go up here. The degenerate ones you can just move and drop up here when those die. And then we're going to be moving here. Now, this is an awkward overlap. There's going to be an acquisitions that's trapped right about in this area right here, but that's where we need to be, but we can't break the CC. So there's a couple ways to do it. We could either rop it away and then re-see it. We could, you can't grip it. You can have the person that's fixating it stand over here and then break the CC, have it run a bit, and then re-CC it. That's probably the easiest way. So whoever's fixated by this ad is going to have a little bit of extra responsibility with repositioning him. But we'll get him repositioned, and then going into the last synthesize, we're killing this group. CCing one last acquisitions after that's done, and then we just drag these two guardians to the middle and cleave them down. In this last phase, we want to focus DPS on the guardians and cleave onto Lihuvim. These create a lot of extra damage on the raid because the sentries that they spawn are permanent and they deal extra raid damage the entire rest of the fight. So that's a lot of extra damage added. So we want to cleave those down and then finish off Lihuvim. Any motes in this phase we just drop close to the other ones because at this point it's the final burn. Okay, talking about the music groups. So there are going to be, let's see if I can find where he zooms in on this. Okay, well, I'll just make it big. You can see right here, there's a part in the video where he zooms in on this, but this is the weak aura that has to do with the resonance groups. So there's going to be people that have melodic and people that have harmonic. And what we want is equal size stack groups, 5 stack groups that has at least one of each in each stack group. And we're going to have 5 different people be marked, and those are going to be the group bosses. And so those people are going to be spread around the boss, and these marked leaders are going to be your stack points for when you do these music groups. So he'll do Cosmic Shift, and it'll knock everybody either away or suck them towards him, and then you need to move to your leader of your group. So, for example, if I was here in this circle group, and I was DPSing, I would need to, in advance, be on this side of the boss because I see that my leader is right here. And then after the Cosmic Shift, we get knocked away or sucked in, then we move and stack on top of your leader and detonate those circles. So
detonation goes off.
Let me see if I can find that real quick. So you see right here, they get knocked up, and this is the purple group. And so you need to be around the boss with your groups. Okay, here it is right here. So you can see these are the different groups. I'll let it show one more stack example. And so the leaders are spread around the boss. You need to be paying attention to what side of the boss you need to be on so that you're close to your leader. So next Cosmic Shift. Okay, here we go. So they get knocked, and the purple group stacks up right here. They were a little bit slow, so they missed it. But you could see these people over here needed to be right here. So they need to be shifted this way, in or out, and then move directly to their marker. They were a little slow getting there, but that's what we're looking for. As far as the bombs go, we're going to be splitting the unstable motes in 2 groups. There's a nice little flower pattern. So let me find where that is. So I believe he talks about it later here. Maybe it was earlier. I'll just find some moment where they're stacking the motes, and we'll show that. But essentially, it's going to be 2 groups of 7. So you see right here, the pattern is the marked person. We're going to have 2 people that are the leaders. It's going to be, I believe, triangle and circle. Or maybe I think it's purple and triangle. Excuse me. So those are going to be our 2 mote stack points, and we're going to create 2 little flowers around them, 2 sunflowers. So you see right here, the leaders, the purple and green, they're going to stack in the center, and we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 surrounding them. And then we'll assign 2 players that are very mobile to be our far, far away people. They're going to, like monks, demon hunters, people that are very fast, they're going to dash away and just drop them far in the abyss. And so we have 2 beautiful little sunflowers here. Okay, so 2 sunflowers with 7 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 people running them far away. So that's the plan on those. And then as far as the bomb groups go, so the tank is just going to be the flex option. Whoever gets marked, they're going to run to the group that they just dropped their motes in. So you just go back to wherever you just came from, and the tank is going to watch and delay just a little bit and go to whatever one you're not moving to. So you do need to move right away so that we know, the tanks know which one to go to. So you see right here, this DPS goes here, and the tank goes to the opposite one. That's all that I can think of to say right now, and I don't want to ramble in this video, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and we'll flesh out the gaps of what I missed when we meet tonight. But thanks, guys. Looking forward to doing some Lihuvim.